What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here. Today guys, in this video, I'm going to be doing a full office tour for mid-2014. So you guys have requested this a lot, and I now have the most updated office tour. Basically, this is a video just showing you the Mike's iOS Help headquarters office, whatever you want to call it. I do it about once or twice a year, and this is actually the first one for the year, so we're getting started with some fresh new updates that you guys are yet to see. And I'm filming this from my DSLR, which doesn't, it's a Canon T3i. DSLR, which doesn't have autofocus during video, so you're going to hear my camera manually focus a lot. I do apologize. This is the best I could get, so we're just going to do it. Alright, so there have been quite a few changes. Obviously, you notice the desk right here. We're going to get to the desk in a little bit. Aside from that, Mike's iOS Help internally, I've had a lot of changes with that. I just changed all of the logos yesterday. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, there's a brand new intro. There's a whole ton of new cool stuff from Mike's iOS Help. And so I figured what better way to start the new tradition or new generation of Mike's iOS Help without a new office tour. So anyways, we always start over here with the doors. So this is a closet that doesn't even contain my own stuff, and this is the door to outside in the hallway. As you guys usually know, nothing different over there. Right here is just like my two storage units. This is a drawer right here full of a ton of technology and old tech products and stuff like that. And here's where you're going to start hearing the autofocusing. Well, not autofocusing, manual focusing, I should say. You'll hear my camera like make robotic noises, but just know that that's for the good for you guys to see things clear. This is like my everyday usage basket with wallet, receipts, headphones, keys and stuff like that. And I got business cards there. I got my Beats case. My Beats aren't even in there right now. And then I got a bunch of drawers of like old cases and stuff like that I've gotten for reviews in the past. There's some paperwork and then a ton of wires in the bottom that I couldn't even use anymore or don't even use. And then over here we have all my Xbox games and some Xbox controllers just chilling right there. As you can see, I have a whole collection. These actually just aren't Xbox 360 games. There's some Xbox original games, some CDs, some DVDs, even some books on the bottom, and all types of other stuff. So it's kind of cool. So we move over here. I have some things hanging up on the wall. I have my Weird Al Yankovic tour poster back from, I think it was 2007. I used to be a big fan of him. I actually still am now. Starting to get back into him. He's coming out with a new album in July, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, that's beside the point. Here's the Big Apple news board. This is pretty out of date at this point. I'd say that these news stories range anywhere from 2010 all the way to 2013. There's some about the iPhone 5S and 5C, but the majority of them are when Steve Jobs was just getting to the end of his life or when his life actually ended. You can see one of the very sad ones there, Steve Jobs dead. Very sad, but I just have this kind of sitting here. If you go to the back of it, there's even older articles, which probably date back to very early 2010, but they're like practically brown since it's old newspaper. And up here I have a ton of iPhone 4S Siri ads. I should probably take them down soon. They're pretty out of date. But they just kind of hang up there. I got an iPhone 5 ad up there. I love Apple ads, so I tape them all over my room. You'll see later on. Over here, I just have some stuff facing down. This is a ton of personal information that I just quickly just kind of threw it down and folded down, and I was like, no, you guys can't see that. So I just kind of threw it down there. But anyways, this is my TV monitor, and as you guys know, I actually used to have this TV sitting on my desk with my Xbox, but since the recent purchase of some new equipment, I moved the TV over here. This is a 19-inch Sylvania HD TV, 720p, I believe? I'm not really sure. And it sits upon my case-mounted Xbox 360, but you can't really see that now. Got some Turtle Beach headphones over there, and that's my Apple TV just simply chilling there. And this all actually sits on top of what's called a credenza, which is a decent office piece. I was actually supposed to get the original desk that went with it, and wound up never getting it. So it's just kind of been here. The stuff inside of it, again, just like the closet, isn't mine, but it just kind of hangs out here. And it serves a pretty good purpose. I mean, I use my Xbox all the time, but anyways. So this chair is right here also for my Xbox if I'm going to use it, if I'm not using my desk chair. And then there's a fan. You know, the summer's just begun, so that's good to have in here. I usually take it out during the fall and winter. Here we got a GTA 5 poster, one of my all-time favorite Xbox games that I never thought I'd get into the Grand Theft Auto series, and my friends convinced me to camp out for the game, and I've absolutely loved it since. And then right above that we have a thumbs up emoji hat. You guys remember that from last year. And right up here we have a history of all of the Mike's iPod Help and Mike's iOS Help logos. And actually just today I added the most recent one, which is the gold iPhone 5S tuxedo shade one. And as you know, all of these are obsolete now as I went to the flat modern style that I actually had my friend design for me. I don't self-design any of my logos anymore, thank God. They were really bad and cheesy, so I killed off the whole iPhone logo type design. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I just have a whole timeline. That's the first Mike's iPod all-in-one thing that I created when I started my channel, and you just kind of see how the logo has evolved over the years, which is pretty cool. So we'll move over to the desk now, and so as you can see here, there are a lot of things changed, like I said. So obviously you guys know about a year ago now I got this desk. Actually, yes, a little over a year ago I got this desk, back in June 2013, and it's been serving a great purpose, but I realized it could do so much more. And so I added some new additions to it. Obviously, you know, I've had this chair for a little while now, with the Cydia pillow my friend made me, which is not from iComfy, by the way. They never shipped me out my pillow. Very disappointing. But anyways, so back in May 2014, I believe it was, last month, my entire office desk area space was completely infested with thousands of ants. And I think it happened after we got really hit hard with rain for a couple of days. And I had food in here, or something really smelled good to them. If you guys remember, my Xbox used to sit right here with the TV on top of it. That setup was right here. And I had an ant problem for a couple of days. It was like 10 or 20. And then I started discovering where they were coming from. It led up to a trail, and I took the TV off, I lifted up my Xbox, and there it was. I don't want to get in very detail for you guys, but it was just a swarm of thousands of ants. It was absolutely terrifying. And so it led me to throw out a lot of my old equipment, which was infested with the ants. I had to rip apart. I literally had everything everywhere, all over the office. And it was just a complete mess. Now, the good thing is I have the entire area sprayed down. I've replaced the majority of the equipment. Obviously, as you know, I've moved the stuff over there where the ants can't get to it, because this is the central problem. I've had the entire window sealed off, and since then it's gotten it. But anyways, I could go on about all this, but it led me to actually go out and buy $300-400 worth of equipment based on the raid. And so I wound up getting a new MacBook stand for my MacBook Pro 13-inch over there. This is the non-Retina model running OS 10 Yosemite. And that's sitting upon a $50, I think it was $50, laptop stand, a very popular one. I think it's called the Rain M1. I have the box behind me. I'll show you guys that later. And down here we just got the standard wireless Apple keyboard with no numeric keypad, and of course the Magic Trackpad. There's my iPad mini with Retina display, my iPhone 5S. I have one lamp here. I got my Yeti microphone right there, my Yeti, it's not Pro, it's the Yeti USB microphone. Pop filter, some Beats Solos, that's the first generation. And then a external 250 gig hard drive, which I need to get a new one. I got to get more space. Then these two connections both go to both monitors. One is completely Thunderbolt, which is that one, and then this one is USB, which is it's like a weird converter. It's USB to VGA. I've been through about 2 adapters already trying to find the best one, and regardless, the quality is actually still really bad on the second monitor compared to the Thunderbolt one, but it works for me for now. Eventually, I plan to actually upgrade to the Retina MacBook Pro, which has 2 Thunderbolt ports, so that I can be running the same speeds and quality on both monitors. But it's a really cool setup otherwise, and I have a Logitech keyboard and mouse, which you guys know I've had for years. I'm finally putting it to good use with this setup. And so basically it's one computer with 3 monitors, so you could start a window here, and I have it set up so you could drag a window from there to here, and go back and forth however you want. And then this isn't connected to it. This is my desktop iMac. This is the late 2012, 21.5 inch, the all new thin design, of course. As you know, it's not the thicker one. And that's actually got a numeric keypad, wired keyboard hooked up to it, with just a USB mouse and kind of a cool Van Halen mouse pad. And then this drawer just pulls out of the desk, and it's not in use at all, which is kind of disappointing. Well, actually, no, I don't care. What am I saying? But that's just kind of sitting there. I got another lamp here. I've added 2 lamps. Since the setup became so exquisite, when you actually shut off the lights in here, the 2 lamps actually lighted up very, very well. Which is a really nice touch. It's especially cool at night. And I used to have LEDs back here too. They're just sitting over there. I'm about to put them in storage because I think that's what the central problem of the ants was. They created the ants, and they caused the ants, well, they didn't create the ants, but they caused the ants to come. They love that heat and they love that light, so I ripped them out. But anyways, down there I have my Blue HDMX wireless speaker. I forget the exact name of it. I did a video on it a couple months ago, and I actually have it hooked up to, all the way over here, I have it all the way hooked up to my MacBook, and even though it's a Bluetooth speaker, it works great as a desktop external speaker. I know it's small, and it's only one speaker, however, it gets the job done. I actually really like it. And then actually under the Mac, I forgot to tell you guys, I got an Extreme speaker, so it actually puts out a lot better sound than the actual Mac speaker, and it just kind of chills under there. I've had that forever. I have a trash can under there, and my wires, you guys know, have never looked really neat. They do look a lot better than they used to. This is after the ant raid that I've made them look a lot better. I know that really doesn't look good to you at all, but trust me, it looks a lot better than it used to. It's also a very big fire hazard with those curtains. Just keeping my fingers crossed. Knock on... Hope this is real wood. This is real wood. Knock on wood, nothing bad happens. We got a trash can down there, and this, well, actually, this entire wall is kind of new. You guys haven't really seen any of this yet. As you remember, the wall boxes used to be over here, and it used to just be a whole different setup. But anyways, this is like my wall of fame. This is where I get pictures of all the YouTubers that I've met in the past, especially at VidCon 2013, which VidCon 2014 is this week, by the way. Can you believe that? But people like Austin Evans, Lamar Wilson, Ty Moss. And then I got a few pictures of me and my dad up there when we went to VidCon and stuff like that. I got a Call of Duty and Bully promo posters. They're both Xbox games that I love. Some Apple ads, the Jobs poster from the movie. Some Time Lost memorabilia when I was a huge fanboy back then. Right up there is a actual newspaper ad. Apple took up 2 full pages of the newspaper. I'm not sure which one during the 30th anniversary of the Macintosh. And I kind of cut it out and just put it up there. Kind of cool looking. And here's the wall boxes. I'm not going to get into any product detail. You obviously know I just keep pretty much Apple boxes and some of my favorite products, like, for example, my Canon DSLR, my Beats, my Yeti, my Turtle Beaches, stuff like that. And some really good cases that I use. But other than that, some new additions, maybe the iPhone 5S box, the iPad mini box, the MacBook Air box, that's my brother's box, stuff like that. And then we got the desktop Mac box down here. There's some old family CDs that just hold up the wall. Printer, I don't even know what's in this brown box anymore. It just kind of holds up my printer. This is an old box of camera equipment. Under here is just storage. I'm not even going to go near that for you guys. That's just sitting there. That's all just storage. And then this is the filming table. So I have my 2 lights up here, which I got both of these for a deal. They were $40 on Amazon. Fantastic. I've been using them since. Oh, I forgot. My VidCon pass is over here from VidCon 2013. And I'll be getting my 2014 one soon. I hope this hasn't been really out of focus for you guys. I haven't been focusing a lot. But anyway, so these light up pretty nice. I should probably get a better lighting system going soon. It's just what I have for now. It's really not a big deal. There's my tripod that my camera would sit on, but I'm using it to film this video. Here's just a lot of old iPhones and iPads and iPod Touches running every single iOS version before iOS 7, so you'll notice none of them have iOS 7 on them. Probably going to take that down soon because they're starting to crinkle up, as you can see some of them, and they're getting really crappy, so I'm probably going to take them down. So the filming table. So here it is. I got some glass bottles here from Orange Soda, Sprite, and Coke. I got a California license plate. Don't worry, guys, it's from 1996. It's not a real plate number, so if you try... this is a third-party iPhone 5 dock. Don't know why I have it. This is my iPhone 5C in pieces. As you can see, I let my brother use it since my iPhone 5S is primary. But the screen actually shattered. These are just other screens because I fix phones on the side. I am very good at it. I fix iPhones. But this is my brother's screen that he cracked here, so I have a part coming in. And this has just been sitting here for about a week now, waiting to be fixed. I'm just waiting for the part to come in. So sorry about that. Just ignore that, I guess. And here are some of the new boxes of equipment that I just don't know where to put. I mean, I could put some of these small ones on the wall, but I don't know, I don't want to. So it's just kind of started to make a pile here. These are both 2 boxes for the 2 new monitors, and the exact specs, they're AOC 22-inch, to be exact, 21.5-inch class full HD 1080p monitors. And they're actually, I don't even know if I showed you guys in detail. I don't even think I talked about these. They're really thin. They got beautiful edge-to-edge display, and they just get the job done. It's not 4K. It's not beautiful clear HD. If I were to pair it up with a Retina MacBook Pro, obviously I wouldn't get Retina quality. However, it's still very good quality. And I think they were about $120 each. So for $240 or whatever it wound up costing, probably with tax $250. You can't beat that for 2 monitors at full 1080p HD. And then there are those LEDs that I told you about that I ripped down because the ants seem to love them. Maybe I'll put them back up soon. I pretty much ruined the adhesive on them after ripping them down. There was that box for the Rain M1 stand, and then right in this little packaging is my, if I can get it out, my iPhone 6 dummy. There we go. Alright, yeah, there's my iPhone 6 dummy. The box, why am I getting into these boxes? This is the adapter, Bose SoundLink mini box. You guys know the rest. This picture just kind of chills in here. It's kind of cool art. And there's the other California license plate. Again, guys, seriously, it's 1996. There's really nothing you could do with it if you wanted. And so yeah, that's pretty. Oh, and then I got this recliner in here that for a long time now I have been meaning to switch out for a couch, but I haven't gotten the chance. I cannot find the couch for the right price that fits these measurements perfectly. And until I find that, this recliner just sits in here, and it sits in this like awkward position and takes up a lot of room because I can't put it flush against the wall because then it won't recline. So it just kind of sits on this angle, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I guess that's it. And then there's the door again with a ton of coats and, you know, the closet. So I think we covered everything. I'm sorry if I got into way too much detail there, guys, but that's pretty much it. That is the Mike's iOS Help headquarters and office for mid-2014. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys have been requesting this and wanted to see my updated office. I even wanted to show you guys since I've changed so much, you know. Probably from the last one you remember, or maybe actually... No, I think I did change it. I don't remember, but I think one of the last ones, the filming table and the credenza, sorry I'm moving so much, were both in the opposite places, and then the wall of boxes was over there. At one point there was a drum set in here, and that's gone now. I finally got, I moved it up to storage. It's not mine to get rid of, but I moved it up to storage. But I've just cleaned it up, and I think I've made it look a lot better. So this is how I'm going to keep it for a few months, and if I change it a lot, you know, I'll make another video again. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave some comments below on your thoughts. Of course, rate, give this video a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.